Welcome back to Super Chocobo World, the pixelated universe designed around the completion of the collection log. Thanks to the help of Tedious's generate task spreadsheets, each level is completely random and increases in difficulty as I progress forward through each stage. Previously on Super Chocobo World, I risked it all and killed a Revenant Dark Beast for some ether. Then I acquired 150 mulch pearls and purchased a barbarian fishing rod from Aerial Fishing. I also picked up a golden tench along the way. After around 50 easy clue caskets, we completed our hard assignment and finished up World 4 with the Abyssal Sire. Now, Abyssal Sire proved to be much more of a menace this time around, providing me with a total of 5 unsireds before completing the task. Now with 2 extra Abyssal heads, a whip, a pet, and finally my second bludgeon piece, we're moving on to World 5. Don't forget, on our Abyssal Sire grind, we also acquired the best in slot melee helmet, as well as the best item in the game, the Twisted Bow. Hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll see you at the end. Well, I already have a pair of flippers, so I guess it's time to get a Mudskipper hat. The hat is only a 1 in 25, so this definitely fits the ballot of being an easy task. To fight Mogres, you need to do the mini quest Skippy and the Mogres, which takes about 10 minutes total. It's also worth noting that you do need 32 Slayer to actually damage these Fixie Shreks, so if you haven't trained your Slayer up a little bit, you're definitely going to have to work on that first before doing this grind. To summon Mogres and actually fight them, you need to go to a Slayer Master, buy some fishing explosives, then head to Mudskipper Point, and there will be these fishing spot-like things which you throw the explosives at, and out pops a Mogre. Very easy, doesn't take very long at all. Well, this is an easy task, fellas. That was easy. Took 3 Mogres. I actually kind of like that, honestly. Pretty fashionable. Not too bad. Alright, there we go. There's the Mudskipper hat and the flippers. Alright, comment section, I need your help. I want to be one with the sea, and I want to have a full fish cosplay going on, so if you could come up with some fish items that I could wear for my fish transmog set, feel free to let me know in the description. So far, we've got the tench and the hat. After watching Tedious's Generate Task series, I know how thoroughly enjoyable this task is to complete and witness as an audience member. We've had some Ancient Page tasks in the past, so I won't go into them too much. However, just remember there are multiple ways to farm these out, and the way I'll be doing it today is not the best way at all. I'd rather personally kill Mithril Dragons just for that chance at a Dragon Full Helm as well as a Draconic Visage. And I'm very obsessed with getting at least the Visage, because I'm over 60 million Slayer EXP at this point, and I've never seen one. I decided to use a max range setup rather than the Dragon Hunter Lance, because then I would take less damage as I'd only have to worry about mage attacks and range attacks, and naturally range gear gives a lot of mage defense. I did make the mistake of my first trip using a Magma Mutagen. This does absolutely nothing, and I would fully recommend going with either an Armadillo helmet or a Robin Hood hat, or something of the sort, maybe even a coif, something that just gives a little bit of range bonus and defense. Mithril Dragons have a 1 in 64 chance of dropping an Ancient Page, and you can be dropped duplicate pages, so like I said before, if I was further on in this grind, I probably would just do the bone, whatever, barbarian method thing, where you just hop worlds over and over and you get them really fast, but for the sake of the early on pages, why not do Mithril Dragons? Use melee here, you find it way better. Hey, look at that! Number 1, we don't know if it's a duplicate though. But I don't really want to use it until I check my log, so I'm going to hold it. Collection log here, so this should be at 5. Hey, so we did get a page though. And now we can just turn our thing to filter. How do I turn it off? Probably. There we go. That should say something new. You copy. So this would say it's a duplicate if it didn't. So cool. I'm like the worst like type of viewer on Earth. Ooh. All right, we could be done, fellas. Let's get out of here and check. And task completed. Yum, 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 yum. Let's copy that into the log. Beautiful. And as you may have noticed, that very first kill of Mithril Dragons did give me a pair of chewed bones. If you don't know what chewed bones are, they have a 1 in 256 chance of coughing up the dragon full helm, which is much better than the actual Mithril Dragon kill itself, which is like a 1 in 32,000. So not the best odds, but still better than obviously just killing tons of Mithril Dragons. These bones you obviously want to save if you ever get them, but never lucky. Oh boy, who doesn't like getting a dark bow, right? So, what we're going to do for that is we're actually just going to do Konar Slayer, and we'll eventually extend this. I need some Slayer points anyways, so I'll probably do any task that I get, unless it's something absolutely god-awful. So, that will be fun. Or so I had thought. Will this be the one and only imbued heart? Oh my god. Oh, I actually saw a thing. I forgot to automatically drop that. Alright, also, just because we're daring, we're also going to extend Dark Beast now. So there goes all our points. Just a word of advice to anybody doing Slayer, do not leave yourself with 0 points to skip at Konar, because if you get a task like Blue Dragons in the Catacombs of Kourend or something awful like that, and you're stuck killing 150 brutal Blue Dragons, you will hate yourself forever. Oh! No! That's the wrong one! That's a 1 in 2,000. You're kidding me. Ah! Dang it, I have 3 of these now. Konar sent me into the Stronghold of Security to kill some Ankus, and I acquired some left skull halves. You can use these items to recharge the Skull Scepter that you acquired during your hard Varrock diary, but the first time you use it, you must get it imbued by Sultson at the very end of the Stronghold, where you acquired either the Nostalgic Fighter or Rainbow Boots. I did that really quickly, and the Scepter is really great to have because it will teleport you to the Barbarian Village, which is very useful for easy and beginner clue scrolls. Konar assigned me to kill some Hydras, and I haven't killed these goobers since actually acquiring my Lance and Brimstone Ring. That means all I really need from this boss would be the Hydra Leather, which will be the best in slot melee gloves that I can acquire. I have a big problem with this boss because counting to 3 is very, very difficult, as you can see through my gameplay, and I'm not a big fan of paying attention so much. Also, the Jad face here can actually kill you in 2 hits unless you anglerfish, so I like to be very, very cautious here. I don't like sitting at that just in case I make a mistake and I picnic, and then I get hit twice. I got tangled with 69 fireman doing fruit trees. 1 in... Oh my goodness! Oh! I finished Hydra! Oh man! I just finished Hydra at like 120 kill count. Oh no! Look at that log! Oh my goodness. And as I mentioned before, the Hydra Leather is turned into the best in slot melee gloves, the Ferocious Gloves. They are untradeable, but you can use them on this machine again to make them back into a leather and sell them back. I actually didn't know that at first, but good information to know. These are my new best in slot Slayer / I guess Nightmare Zone gloves, and I guess I'd use them in raids as well. Oh my goodness, we have Slayer points! It's a Christmas miracle! Look how much coins that just like casually appeared in my inventory because of the Ring of Wealth. That's so broken. I love these things. Hey, what? Oh my god. Hey, were we just talking about Dust Battle Staves? I guess that could be the case. I always like to read it. Oh, you! I saw the 2 untradeable drops. Oh, I thought it was something else. No! I didn't even know the Chokies could drop them. That's actually, I probably put this in a video. That's worthy, I think. Getting a Brimstone from a superior? I don't really think KBD is worth doing, but I do want the Prince Black Dragon as well as the Draconic Visage, so I really don't mind doing this on occasion. I tried it for the first time with a twisted bow. Honestly, I don't really like it with T-bow very much. I know it's the meta, quote-unquote, but not a big fan. I would rather just use a Dragon Hunter crossbow here, I think. Something I failed to mention at the start of this video is I actually have a dark bow already. It's just I got it so early on in this account because I boosted from 85 to 90 Slayer in order to get a Death Talisman for a quest. And therefore, I unfortunately did not have it in the log, and now I'm over 1,000 kill count without one. I have caved in and decided rather than just getting a Slayer task, I'm just going to kill some of these because I've done a lot of Konar with no prevail, even did some Duradel afterwards and nothing, so yep, let's just camp it out. My family just liked camping? Oh, okay. Ooh, look at that. 1 in 400? That's a little bit more common than the dark bow we're looking for. Longbone number 2. Yay. This is a 1 in 5,461 drop. I don't really even want to talk about it. That is freaking rare. You know what happens? I always hate when people are like, oh my god, I got the rarest drop. I'm so unlucky. But, I mean, whatever. You'll eventually get the dark bow, but yeah, Dragon Medhelm. At this point in time, this is where Mini Chocobo actually does die for its hardcore status. I had a death explanation in my last video, so I don't want to go over it fully again, but long story short, I had to dash out the door really fast. I had failed to teleport out of Dark Beast and slowly was impaled to death while driving on the highway. Unlucky that my Ring of Life did not proc via my max cape. However, I had escaped a much more likely death literally days before due to my computer crashing at Saradomin while I was live streaming. An unfortunate series of events, but it did happen and I'll have to live with my mistakes. I would now like to rewind a little bit and go back in time to a secret series I had been working on, my Inferno grind. I had been working on Saradomin to try and get a Saradomin hilt and also a Godsword blade, because that was the last item I absolutely needed to try the Inferno. Obviously, good players don't need it, but this is my first try ever, so I wanted to have it. And I have a lot of Sarah footage that I would like to put in this video. I'd love to come at you with good news saying I had an Inferno cape now, but it's still a very long process to get all of the items necessary. And unfortunately, I still have to do a lot of collection log grinding. I am falling significantly behind. The new tasks that I have that will not be in this video is taking me forever. So unfortunately, we've got to do a lot of grinding and the Inferno is just going to be on the back burner for now. I hope you enjoy the footage. It's still really cool. Did a lot of Sarah kills and got a lot of items too. What the hell? An emerald? Kill number 100. Still no items. That was a very good kill. Oh! Oh, right before the drop rate. Right before the drop rate. That's my first one. 1 in 127 chance. 126 kill count. Hey, we'll take it. It's my first one, so I'm okay with it. Earlier, I guess now that most people are getting towards 60, I was... Oh no! I got baited! I read Sarah! No! If you think about it, if League stuff is limited edition, it's essentially rares. Oh my god. Fuck. Ugh! I like waited so long. I was like, there's no way that... Okay, like, is that world lag? Oh, kill number 200, by the way. A little bit of a spoiler since I'm talking about this, but just remember the minions can drop Sarah swords here as well as Godsword shards. The only Godsword shard I've ever had is a shard 2 of a Zammy minion. Every shade of a color is darker. No! That's the only one I have! No! Why? How could this happen to me? Aw, you kidding me? No! That's 3, man. Oh my god, I just got another one. Another Godsword shard 2. You're kidding me. That's my 3rd one. Oh my, you're kidding me. No. The rest of this audio is definitely not appropriate for all audiences, so I'm just voicing over it now. My biggest flex no matter what. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Well then. That's the wrong one! That's the wrong one! The armor crossbow has the same drop rate as the Saradomin hilt. I don't really have any uses for this besides PKing, so Not too happy to get it. It is a slot in the collection log. I've also gotten that Sarah sword, which was in the collection log, so we have filled out 2 slots while starting this Inferno grind, but yeah, definitely would have much rather had the Sarah hilt. Oh my god, no! I saw the Sarah. Ah, what a nice last kill at least. Ah, frick. Here is that collection log I was talking about. 4 Godsword Shard 2s, 4 Sarah Swords, and an Arma crossbow. Yippee skippy. Oh, kill number 300, by the way. Quite nice. The rev log is pretty annoying. NANI? Oh, big boy, watch this. What am I watching? You're dying. Oh, that looks like congratulations on 99 Magician. Oh, you actually got attack as well. Ooh. As I mentioned, I did have a very close call to death where I ring-a-lifed a couple of days before I actually did die to Dark Beast. Unfortunately, my computer crashed, so I don't have any of that footage. It will be one of my stream VODs, but like I said, it's just me going offline right before Sarah spawns. Then the next thing you see is me at 8 HP in Falador. I have a pic to that on my Twitter, but like I said, very not climactic. It's kind of lame. Both of the closest times / the time I died now have never been on footage, but that's how it goes sometimes. Back to Dark Beasts. Here's my first clue scroll from the Evil Cows. Have been horribly dry here now for a dark bow for quite some time. Decided to switch it up and actually open the hard clue right away. Normally I save these until the end, but I do what I want sometimes, okay? Don't judge me. That ancient plate skirt was a new unique, by the way. To our left, we see a little shiny purple stone, which are known for being notoriously rare. And they're worth nothing, and they're absolutely useless, and it's not a dark bow. Wham, wham, wham. Oh! I got it! It took my vengeful death. It's been avenged! I've been avenged! I did it! I moved my mic halfway through and I'm gonna put it in regardless. I'm putting it in regardless. This is closure. The end of the hardcore Ironman. The unnecessary dark bow that I already had. The closure. The final item that killed the hardcore Ironman. Who would have thought? Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. If you could leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated so that other people can find this in their recommended section. As always, a huge thank you to Kate for making all of the amazing artwork for this series. Check out her social links down below for more sneak peeks, the newest Super Chocobo World whereabouts. Also, a massive thank you to my patrons. You guys rock, and without you, this would definitely not be possible. I look forward to seeing you all again next week with another episode of Super Chocobo World.